Hey you guys, good morning. I'll be heading out of here in about 3 hours. 3 hours and counting. I have a lot of ideas for Tacoma videos. Even in rainy weather, I just might not be able to walk around with my camera as much. I might have to, might have to shoot from a car or something. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe cover this with plastic. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit more about Kurt and Courtney's that house. A couple things that kind of dawned on me the more I thought about it. So that would have been when they lived there. I don't know the exact dates, but Frances was just born, so she was born August of '92. So they would have lived there sometime in '92. Before that, they lived in an apartment right down from here. So if you go back in my videos recently where I'm at the swap meet, I guess they lived right by there. I didn't go by the apartment. It's not, I really don't really have much of an interest. That house seemed pretty interesting, but now I'm thinking about it, and that was the first house that Kurt could have called his own in his life. You know, whether he was renting or they owned it, I'm not sure. I think they were renting it. But that was the first time, you know, after, you know, years of touring and, you know, yeah, those guys worked hard, and Kurt, I never heard him once talk about wanting to like make a lot of money, or you know, like couldn't wait till he had a big house in Hollywood, or you know, obviously that's not Kurt, you know. So yeah, it was all a surprise, and I could only imagine like at that point when he had some money finally, you know, the turnaround for Nevermind sales was a few months, you know. That I'm sure those guys didn't really see a check until, yeah, it probably was the middle of '92. So it would have been, you know, whatever, six months. Maybe this is all documented. I don't know. I'm just going from a little bit of assuming with facts, you know, of how I feel about it and what I know from knowing Kurt, you know. So like, you know, that first check, he would have been like, fuck, finally, you know. So my guess is they lived in that apartment before I finally got the, you know, the bigger check. And even that the location was a little rough, you know, not like Kurt really had to travel anywhere, but I can imagine that he would have gotten a little bit claustrophobic after a while, you know. But his daughter, you know, would have kept his interest more than anything, you know. I mean, you could only imagine. I've never had kids, so I don't know, but I could imagine, yeah, that would be like, you know. But I think the videos, if I remember right, there is some video footage from them in that house, and Kurt he was kind of in bad shape at that time. So yeah, it was neat to see that place and just kind of, you know, bring it in a little bit. You know, I visited Kurt and Tracy many times at the Pear Street apartment in Olympia, and that's what I remember. That's where I visited Kurt. You know, so yeah, that was yeah. A friend of mine was thinking, hey, you know, I think we could find that, you know. So we did. You know, I still want to leave it semi-private, so you would have to do some looking around, and it's not easy. It's not easy getting, you know, finding how to get up there at all, you know. So that probably confused Kurt. He was probably like, you know, can we just we just move somewhere that's like easier to get to, you know, or you know, Yeah, but again, when the money was coming in, it's like all of a sudden the doors open. He's like, well, shit, let's just move back to Washington. Fuck it, you know. So anyway, hey, thanks for all the awesome comments and views and all of that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and my next videos will be quite different in a sense. It'll be dark, rainy, cold, and yeah, I got some ideas. I'm gonna stick with this. Try and work on keep doing videos every day. I'm really enjoying this. Okay, I love you all. Bye.